Hello, everybody. I'll be with you in just a minute. It's gonna be a crazy night tonight. All right. Hope it's not echoing. Hello, Wayne. All right. Well, excuse me. It's, uh, I hope my music isn't too loud because I did turn it down some. And yay, Teresa. Let me put this here. Please don't forget to like, and if you haven't subscribed yet, please do that too. Anyways, my plan was, let me turn this off briefly. It's driving me nuts at the moment. There, all right. I can slide back up here in a bit. Oh, goodness. Anyways, hi, Straits. Oh my goodness. Angel Goodness, how are you tonight? Summer, if you're back. I know you're a little troublemaker and probably over there bouncing around in Kathy's mail or with Earth and them. Ryan, thank you for coming. And Teresa, I think I'm pronouncing that right. Oh, I got 9 watching tonight. Ooh la la. Thank you. Anyways, my plan is to cover some of the bullshit. A lot of y'all already seen most of the videos that's been going around, the debunking, the Lauren Betty and her bullshit. You know, she went above and beyond. Betty tries to claim that, oh, they're stalking me. No, that's not the case at all. Betty, clean your ears out, rewatch your things. You clearly 100% stalked Mr. Bowersox. Now, how you knew he was there, I don't know. But you obviously knew that he went to Sam's Club and you were waiting for him to come out. That was fucking obvious. And I'm so sick of you trying to use Sebastian's name, trashing Illuminati. Here's a newsflash, bitch. You ain't all that. I appreciate y'all coming, and I'm hoping more do show up. I'm gonna play a little bit. Some of the things, mainly based around Betty, that kind of fills you in on the kind of mentality that I have noticed. I'm not saying that she isn't, you might say, pretty in her own way. I'm not gonna bash her for that. But for her to say that she's 135 pounds, excuse me, but I am shorter. I have less rolls. I have 1. She has it so bad that she has roll upon roll on her back. I weigh 165 pounds last time I weighed at the doctor's. I don't have the roles that she has, and I'm also older than she is. So miss me with that bullshit, Betty. You are definitely not 135 fucking pounds, so stop your damn lying. Flat out lying. Also, the mentality of that household. Oh yeah, oh yeah. Or she put a tracker on his car when she went by his house the previous night, roaming around their neighborhood and around the Proudfoots neighborhood. She got the address from Seth. She 100% got the Bowersox address from Seth. That has been proven beyond a reasonable doubt. And I'm sure most of you that's been here, that's been watching, 100% has seen it. Okay. No sense me going over the same, in a sense, the same bullshit everybody else has already covered video wise, proof wise. I've been in the chats. I've seen. We all have seen. At least all that's been here. But something you may not have realized that one of the letters in the most recent I would guess it would be a creditor's attack, because she owes Home Depot over $4,000 as of just last year, and she hasn't paid it. So a financial institution, bought it from that whole thing from Home Depot to take care of. Now, let me bring that up here. Let's see. All right, share screen. Let's see. Oh, well, shoot. Where did I put it? It's got to be on the Chrome tab. Oh, no, that is the other one. There we go. This is the one I wanted to share. Let's get this up on deck. This here is, all right, is it sharing? Should be. There we go. All right. This is a bill for Home Depot. Now, what she purchased from there, I don't know, probably some of her bill, maybe for a roof that didn't happen, or maybe it's for tools that she bought. But according to this, it states over $4,000 that she owes. This is as of, let me find the date. I just had it not so long ago. Yeah, she originally it was like 3,885, but because of the fees and the interest and all that, it keeps going up and up. Actually, 2021. Now, what the hell she bought in 2021 in February, I don't know. Probably signs for one of her cases that she never paid on. But balance as of, let's see. Balance as of February 2nd, 2021 was $4,000.14 and 1402. Past due amount that if she paid would have to be right here, says 955. Well, it keeps going up. We're now in 2024 and it's still not paid. Well, let me correct that. According to the Las Vegas insurance company, they bought it and I guess they just wrote it off. But Home Depot is no longer owed. But it says without justice, what do you call it? In other words, they could go back and take her to court, is the impression I got, without justice. In other words, like with Queens, after this little ordeal, just kind of a comparison, I bet the judges say, you can't resue. No more, with prejudice. That is the word I'm thinking of. Prejudice. Okay. Can't do it without, with can't sue with prejudice. Okay. In other words, they're gonna stop her from trying to sue again. And personally, I don't think it should have went as far as it did. She should have been forced to fucking pay the debt. Hers should have been dropped, and Queens should have went into effect against her and her owe a bunch of goddamn money. That's my thought. Okay. Anyways, minimum payment due as of February 1st, 2021, before it got turned over to the Las Vegas financial institution, was balance $4,000, minimum payment due $1,124. Can't tell me she don't make that much. Now, this is the part that cracks me out the most. Let me scroll down here real quick. Interest charge. Yeah. As of, all right, I was hoping maybe it's not good. So anyways, the point is, as of January 4th, 2023, okay, this before Home Depot turned it over. Finally, because they weren't she wasn't paying up. She's writing whatever balances she wanted. Plain and simple. Let's see. There was one other. Oh, okay, that's just hogwash. All right. Now, let's see. This here, if I'm doing this right, come on. Hey, KCG. All right. Now, this here, now this is just after the Las Vegas insurance company decided to just drop it. Okay. They knew they weren't going to make any money. They could just write it off at the end of the year, kind of thing. And just write it off. Well, this is a letter from her mother to the judge. And this is what really freaking cracks me up. Like she's going to mean anything on this. Dear Judge Steele, you're probably very acquainted with Andrew Lynn Griffin of Manatee County. I understand that a credit card case against her was dismissed. I don't know if you're aware that Andrew is the YouTuber known as Bullhorn Betty. Now, this is her mother sending this to the judge, okay? It got put in the file, basically ignored. If Betty pleaded indigent, she makes quite a bit of money on YouTube and can absolutely pay her credit card debt. In other words, her own mother threw her under the bus. Her own mother in this threw her under the bus on this. Okay, that's the way I read it anyways. It says she has also been reported to the IRS and FBI for tax fraud, Social Security disability insurance fraud, and welfare fraud. Oh, mama. You really are throwing your daughter under the bus. And this, let's see, was done on October 17th of just last year. Okay. And for fraudulently getting a lower property tax rate through Social Security disability insurance fraud. Thank you. And with the eyeballs. Her own mother threw her under the bus last October. Note to the clerk, case to remain closed. But that's a letter from her mother to the judge. Okay. That's so with that, it blows my mind that she thinks she can get away with this shit. How much more financial damages is she, fraudulently doing against IRS and everything else? Her mother threw her under the bus. This is the same mother that also, according to court records, that Betty assaulted, tried to choke her, along with her own now ex-husband. Her family, his kids, want nothing to do with her. That's been proven. Her sister does not claim her, but yet she tries to steal that notoriety of being a journalist from her sister. Her mother is actually the one that was ever in law. These are all been documented, literally. In fact, let me bring up the one I was looking at. Not that case. Let me go back here. Let's see. I think it was this one where she got in big trouble. Or maybe it was a different one. Let me look. Oh, yes. The strangulation. I believe this was against her. I could be wrong. And I think Wispy also covered this. Let's see. Let me, how come it's not sharing? Let me share this. Hey, Doo-Doo. Hi, Josh. Glad you guys came. Thank you. Let's see. Is it this one? Yes. All right, here we go. Let me share that. All right. Now this here, this was, granted, it's been a while. I mean, but it's the fact that it was an assault against another. I believe this was of her mother. No, excuse me, of her spouse. Now, granted, this was back in 79. Her family wants nothing to do with her. Her ex-in-laws and all that don't want nothing to do with her. But it's proof that she has violent. I'm doing this because it's proof that she has violent tendencies, and it hasn't changed. She attacked her own, at that time, it was her husband. In a heated altercation, she became really angry and breaking items in the residence. She grabbed a kitchen knife and cut the tires of his truck. Then she pushed him down several times, causing injury to his right forearm. Now, I imagine he probably went to the hospital. Says the victim stated then punched him in the mouth with her fist, caused him to bleed, and one of his front teeth to come loose. Now, this goes with all the threats. Her whole thing since 1979 hasn't changed. Her assaults against people, her words, her violent. I mean, the bullshit she said towards Wispy. It's one freaking example. That's why I brought up the, allegedly threatened to kill herself with a knife if he didn't do something. Okay. Well, I just don't get it in that respect. Why? Oh, hold on, dear. Let me get you. Oh, let's see. There we go. Uh, we'll do that. There you go, dear. Now you're a mod. Probably have to refresh a bit. But anyways, now I'm gonna show y'all. This is from Savage. That let me bring it up here. Let's see. Oh, let's share this. I'm gonna put this in theater mode. Let's see. Why is it not showing to me? Oh, there we go. All right. I think. Oh, let's add the stage. Now this here is the only reason why I pick Savages is because they always do it with fun. Okay. You can't help but laugh at some of the antics and some of the explanations that Savage comes across. And considering I cannot stand Betty, uh, that's my only way of, I guess, coping mechanism. So let me also drop her link on this if you want to watch it. Savage is if you're not sub to Savage yet, do. Savage and Val every morning that they crack us up. I mean, let's see. Live media. This is a video that we're going to be viewing. Let me bring that back up here. All right. Hopefully it'll be loud enough. I'm still learning all this shit. So this is, I'm bringing this up. Hey, Halloween baby. Thank you for coming. Don't forget to like and share. I'm bringing this up because this is the night that they went over. Well, Savage, I'll explain. Bless her heart. They spent some hours and went over the things. I think, in my opinion, that Betty put some what do you call it, tags, because that's the only way I can see her even knowing him coming in, for her knowing that he arrived in that plaza, and for her to show up in that plaza once she found his car, which she'd already knew, which, you know, what his plate, what kind of car, and all that. That is, I mean, she makes it too obvious, you know, for someone that's trying to go fishing and set the bait bullshit, you know, she makes it too obvious. She really does. So I thought we'd share that. Let's see. Me. All right. Hope I did this right. All right. Now, but they explain it. My whole thing is they explain it in the best way possible of what they figured out, which, you know, the trees and everything to prove beyond a reasonable, and there's a receipt here from his wife showing, Mr. Bowersox's wife, which is Chris's mother. Mr. Bowersox is Chris's stepfather. That Betty knew exactly what the hell she was doing.
If you don't know who LaQuanda Badass is, stay tuned to the end. I will have y'all rolling up out of here today because Val come in with a gold.
Can y'all hear it okay? I hope. Oh, well, yeah. Did y'all hear it okay? I hope so. I'm kind of new to this vocal stuff. All right.
Nugget today. For real.
LaQuanda always makes me smile, y'all.
Let me say hey to the mods.
Okay,
Let's say hey to the mods. There's Curious, my little coffee bean. How'd you like that show last night, Curious? How'd you like me pull that out at 1 a.m. this morning? Curious, hello, Earth, hello, Uber. Uber, did you see what your girl did? Did you see what your girls did over here last night?
At 1 a.m.
I bet Uber's proud as hell.
My goodness.
Uber probably over there say, that's right, that's my girls. That's my girl. That's them OG drama girls right there. We know how to bring it. Bring the pain. That's what we bring, don't we? Good morning, T-Pack. How are you? I stayed on the phone afterwards with T-Pack. I called him, Val, and I stayed up to like 2:30, I think, talking to him. We were
y'all crazy. I put my CPAP on and
just night.
Good morning, everyone. Good morning. Oh, there's already 422 in here. Could y'all please hit that like button to put me on through that algorithm? I would appreciate it. Yes, honey. Good morning. Thank y'all all for joining us. I'm sorry we're late. We had some real life stuff going on. Grandbaby didn't get picked up on time. Somebody had to work a little later, so it's all good now. It's all good. You know how real life be throwing curveballs. I'm gonna have to rest my voice because I've been getting too excited. I have no voice, and I definitely am gonna stay out of the daggone McDonald's drive-through, Tarboro, North Carolina.
Girl, you trouble everywhere you go.
I did. I thought Betty went in there and got mad because her nuggets were cold. The police showed up. I'm gonna tell y'all that little story. And then we're gonna start, y'all, because Betty done acted a fool again this morning. Already, Betty. Damn. God. I think I did, Tabby. I gotta go make sure I got so many yesterday. So many. Glory, hallelujah.
She cracked me up.
You would think I was on the monsters. Wow. I'm over here drinking my
I'm just getting my first one in. I had to stop and get me one.
I know you're struggling, girl.
And Josh, yes, on my main page in my information, it's my Proton Mail. That's the easiest way.
I know you're struggling because it was. Ooh, it's past. Oh, I need some sleep. I'm gonna have to take a nap today, but it's gonna be all good. Oh yeah, she got to impress Daddy Trump. Hey y'all, come on in, come on in, like JR, come on in. Here you go.
This morning, so we'll just rock it out with our coffee beans out until my coffee beans start popping and waking up and realizing I'm live. Really?
I bet your coffee beans were popping this morning after last night's show.
No, girl, I say she was up at that time of morning.
Hey, Clue, hope your hand's feeling better. Hey, Clue, do you know she talks about your hand over here? Ooh, girl. Don't worry, baby. I'll have the timestamp. Don't you worry. Girl. Boy. She's in it to win it this morning. She wants to talk about karma.
Hey, Debbie.
I heard her speak of karma.
Oh, yeah.
Ooh, when that train coming down, girl. When that train come down them tracks.
Train. Oh, yeah, Clue, you're going to, if you, look, yeah, you might want to address it yourself, Clue, for this one. For real.
Yes, these two ladies every morning They up too dang early for me. Of course, they live on the East Coast, so yeah. And I'm clear over here almost Pacific time. I'm Mountain time, so yeah, it's too damn early in the morning for me. But when I have my insomnia, I love listening to them, and I usually do the replays.
I give you that's the lineup for today, Clue. That's the lineup for today. So without further ado, let's go ahead and start this train wreck. Because I'm kind of ready to watch Laquanda anyway. How dare you give me that 2 minutes before I hit that live button?
Girl, you know I'm over in the comedy section. I love it over there.
Oh, you got some karma for her. Brad Silver Dog is here. Yes. Hello, Brad. How are you, Brad? I can hear him talking right now with that deep voice of his. Hey, Sam. Hey, Val.
What's up, Brad? What's up, Brad?
You remember when we were doing a skit and Brad came in the chat and you said, "That's it, Brad's out." Everybody was like, "You're out, Brad. Brad, get out."
You're out. Get out of here. Get.
Hey, Kathy. How you doing, honey? Kathy P's here. Hello, hello, hello. Hello, y'all. Thank y'all for coming on in and being here. Yeah, she needs something, Lee Bird, for real. She needs something. Woo, woo,
Hold
woo.
on, people.
Lord
I need to
Jesus.
pick something up. I need to pick something up here to the drive. I'm hungry. Hold on, y'all. I'm going on mute.
Oh, it's okay. Roxy, no. I listened to this morning because I was just like, I want to see when she's going to address old Sab Sab. And the receipt we dropped last night. And if you don't know, we busted her ass out. We busted her ass out. Oh, by the way, that reminds me. Thank you, 3M Farm. Welcome to the main deck. Grab your drink and your cabana, your lounge chair, and lay back on the sun deck right here on the ship and enjoy the scenery. Welcome. Thank you for the support. And also, Keep It Moving. They joined the membership before we went live. Thank you so much, Keep It Moving, as well. Go get your drink and lounge chair, girl, because it's gonna be a good little ride today. You just have to sit back and sip. It's gonna be great. Thank y'all, everybody, for being here. So anyway, here we go. So if you wasn't here last night at 1 a.m., I dropped a receipt on Bullhorn. I'm pretty sure everybody is aware of it by now. I hope. I don't know if you're waking up and you're not aware, but let me go on and show you this.
Sitting there yakking to myself, guiding myself muted. Gee, that's one of those days. Anyways, thank you, Mona, for coming by. Yes. There was something else I was going to say. Oh, yeah. Via Savage and Val, or Kathy, and KCG, if you would you drop Kathy's and nonsenses, even though, and of course, Queens. Gotta drop Queens. Because kind of a mix of everybody working together and calling the bullshit out on her alone. Just on her alone. She has gone off the freaking rails. Off the rails. And I'll have to find that one why this is playing. And show you she's a mess. She has lost her fucking marbles, and her attitude and everything has not changed. Yeah. Oh, well, yeah, I wouldn't doubt that. Give it time. Aw. Thank you. I appreciate that, Josh. I do. She just, from every case, I mean, I gained probably half of my head went even more gray when I come over to this side of YouTube. And when I first heard about this bitch, I'm gonna say it, this bitch, when I first heard of her, everybody was in a big fuss, okay? This, I think, was either just before or just after she dropped. No, I think it was before, because she was after Crude AF to begin with. And her attitude was so pissed off because she wanted Burnt Toast information. She thought Burnt Toast was Crude AF's wife. I think that's the original reason why she went after Burnt Toast. And then she went after Queen and Heels. The first part of the original lawsuit prior to Heels being brought, Heels was added to it. It was Queen Bee, her versus Queen Bee and Heels. And then it dropped down to just Queen. But she keeps throwing those little extras. We all know. We've seen it on Burnt Toast channel when she's covering it. But I wanted this side because I after a month of watching Betty's, when I first came over here, wondering what the hell the big fuss was. What the hell the fuss was about one fucking creator being new to, I mean, even though I've had my account since 2014, I listen to music. I watch free TV on YouTube. It was just that. I didn't know you could talk or add or even live stream, do what I'm doing now. And mama, hello, sweetheart. I did. And grandma, Jima, I didn't know. I honestly didn't know you could chat. I gotta recommend showing Idaho 4. Just a tiny little bit of history. Idaho 4, in order for me to chat in Emily Baker's chat, it said I had to make a channel. I was like, well, wait a minute here. I already got a channel. What do you mean I got it? Long story short, flash forward, went through Daryl Brooks with the Emily D. Baker, the Murdoch trial, bounced around, got lost, and then found the hive. And in the process of finding the hive, I see all this fuss. I recommends, Blowing Betty's doing this, and Blowing Betty's doing. It's like, who the fuck is this woman? Who is this woman? So I went and looked myself, and I turned around and ran after I got done researching past lives and current lives. Yeah. Oh. But and then via Queen Bee, she recommended Savage because of, and it happened to be close to Christmas time, or maybe a few months before, that she did a toy run. Well, of course, I'm gonna support that. And Queen suggested, go check her out. I did. And I've enjoyed the ship ever since, and enjoyed everybody, Earth, Uber Gaber, all of them. I've learned so much in the year. I gained a hell of a lot of damn gray hairs. 5 years worth of viewing in 1 year. I had grays, but it's really getting salt and pepper gray. And no, I'm not going to show it. Y'all seen it in one of my lives, or one of my vids. It's bad. But anyways, let's get back to Savage and them. Otherwise, I'll get totally sidetracked. But I found these guys via Queen. So Queen Bee, thank you, my dear, for introducing me to the ship. And to Jenny Jen Jens also. I mean, They always, I never have a night where I'm not fucking laughing or morning that I'm not laughing my ass off on people that normally drive me. It's like nails on a chalkboard. So here we go.
We'll go ahead and show these, in case some people weren't here. Let me go to my inbox and start here. Okay, this is what we did. We broke this morning, 1 a.m., because me and my team were on the phone line for 2 hours, and we were vetting it, double vetting it, and triple vetting it. Okay, y'all. So here we go. I'm gonna run through it real quick. So this right here is where she was the day that supposedly Buyer Socks dude was stalking her, right? So we decided to do a little Google Earth searching. I'm just gonna run through it real quick, y'all. And as you can see, this is where the bedster was parked the entire time. After the cop rolled up on her. Thank you, Money in the Middle. Welcome to the main deck. Grab your drink and your lounge chair and enjoy yourself. Thank you so much. Oh, really? Oh, I heard about that. I got some clips on that too, Kathy. I got some clips on that too. I know. I heard about that. Sure did. Let me go here because I don't want to show my email every time. I don't want people to know who I be talking to. Can't be doing that. No, 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 no,
Sometimes I
no,
do
no,
through
no.
the fire.
Let me show
Right
you this one.
after
Here's the
it
next
is.
screenshot that we got, right?
I'm
Same
guilty.
steel shot, but a little bit blowed up so I can make a point. Thank you for being a member for 2 months, Seeker. Thank you so much. We appreciate you. So I blew this up. This is where she was sitting that day, right? And we figured out this right here says Sam's Club. There's a little blue thing right there, right?
They've heard
And then
me.
we kept right on, playing around, and I was like, wait a minute. I want to see I wanted to see what parking spot she was sitting in, right? So we got this. We went to Google Earth. Let me share it. Let me share that. Hold tight. Hold tight. We went to Google Earth last night. And given the fact that if you go to Google Earth right now, it's going to show you
Shit. So now yakking to myself, Jay, and again, audio. Well, I'm going to do like I used to do on Wispies. If I mute and don't talk, can you hear me now? I hope so. Yeah. If you hear me, or if I mute, have a shot on me. Damn it. Because I used to do that with the Wispy. All right, everybody drink up. All right. Here we go again. Let's get her done.
this Google image, or when you map it, it's going to show you this right here. And you can tell this is in another season. Thank you for being a member for 4 months, Banana Bicycle Seat. Thank you for beautiful footage on your channel when I woke up on this glorious morning. I know ain't Glory, you see, you are quite welcome, Banana. Yes. So we went to Google Earth and we pulled this image because I wanted to know where she was sitting, right? So she was sitting right there. This is the parking spot we sent. I blowed it up. Now imagine these trees green. Imagine these bushes green. Okay. This is the same parking spot. All right. Let me go here. Thank you for being a member for 13 months. Dragon, thank you so much for your support, honey. So then, got to keep looking. This one. Here we go. Yep, this is it. So then, it all made sense, right? All started to make sense to us. But you know how she was screaming, they're stalking me, they're stalking me, they're stalking me. No, they won't. You were stalking that man. So here is this is Bullhorn Betty's parking spot right here. The Nissan that was sitting in front of her car was sitting right here. There's the bushes. There's the tree. Sam's Club gas station right there. Now imagine, like I said, all of this green, that's where she was. I'll even go back and show you it green so y'all can look at that. Hold on. But what I hope my stuff don't crash because I'm jumping back and forth. And I want to show you this. See right here? Right here. Same spot. And when we proved that, that was it right there. See? See right there? There's the bush, there's the tree, there's the other tree, and there's that car. She was sitting right here. So we proved that, right? And then I got something even more telling. Somebody sent it to me in my email. I actually got the receipt from old Mr. Bowersocks. Sure did. I got the receipt from Mr. Bowersocks. And guess where he was, y'all? Guess where he was? Look at here. Y'all ready? And this is just for the people. I'm just recap. This is a quick recap. There you go. There he was, y'all. Look at there. I want y'all to look. Look where Mr. Bowersocks was. Look at there. Just look at there. And how about this? I'm gonna blow it up for you. Look at the time. You see it? Y'all see that right there? Right there. Mm-hmm. He was in the cracker aisle trying to choose his Lance or Keebler crackers. He's back. Good morning, Indy. Good morning. Good morning, everyone coming in. Good morning. Good morning. Yeah, that's literally. You know, when I said when we were watching it, I was like, I want a receipt. Tell that man to bring me his Sam's Club.
There's a receipt. Proof that Mr. Bowersocks was shopping. Now, my question on that is, how did she know that he was there? Unless she's got an air tag or some kind of tagging on there. Seth, maybe? Terry Lynn, since she's roaming around parking lots. And my new names for both of these two, lot lizards, because that's the only place we ever see them at, is driving around parking lots. Now, you truckers, or those who have been part of a trucking family, you get it. I used to drive truck, cheesy wheezy. I know you used to drive truck. Yeah, there we go.
Receipt showing the time and date when he was shopping, because this bitch was stalking him. 100%. 100%, y'all. 100%. We saw where she was sitting. She was sitting there in the Sam's Club parking lot watching this, but she knew that man was in that store shopping. She sat there. That's why she sat there after the cops left and kept sitting there and kept sitting there and kept sitting there. So who was stalking who, Daddy? Now you really done got busted. So I'm really ready for her head to turn completely all the way around her body like Reagan from The Exorcist. Say my name, bitch. Say my name, bitch.
Oh, I'm sure people make excuses for.
Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah. But it's mighty funny. This morning, she didn't address me. I think she took her anger out on Illuminati and her little broke arm, her little broke hand over there. How dare you pick at her? Anyway, so that was the rundown from last night. If you want to go watch it when we did it last night, go ahead. But that was like the recap of what was shown. A real receipt. Yes. So eat that, Betty.
Hi, we're Visible, the wireless company that makes things visible. With us, what you see is what you get.
You lost. You were the stalker. We all knew it. And now we proved it. The ship proved it. We dropped your anchor right on your lies. Lies and deception at its finest. Ooh, I ain't said that in years, Val.
Yeah.
Lies and deception at its finest. Betty, Betty, Betty. Look at you. Look at you, girl. You look a little frazzled. What's wrong with you? Look at that.
Thank you for coming, COVIDs.
Oh, it's getting hot out here. It's getting hot out here, Betty. It's hard out here for a pimp.
Betty's AC
When
must
the
be
truth
broke.
is always coming for you. That didn't rhyme. Sorry.
If you're not
You have to
subbed
say it
up,
twice.
please sub up.
Lies and deception at its
Make
finest.
sure your notifications
Lies and
are on.
deception at
Well,
its
see, I'm
finest.
trying to figure out what kind of investigative journalism, that is.
Stormy.
You know what I'm saying? That's what she calls it. Investigative
I know.
journalism. What?
Uh-oh. Yeah, she is.
What?
Good morning. Good morning. Boom! Luke, did you see that receipt coming through last night, boy? Did you see it? Did you see it? Oh, my goodness.
Yes.
Came in with the boom. Boom shakalaka.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, the switch has been turned on, Val. I'm hyper now. I'm sure I got my second win on over here. I'm going to crash later. You know that, right?
Oh, yeah.
So, anyway. Damn a dude. Hey, Luke. Hey, baby. So, anyway, this morning, you know, she's made it to Chesapeake, everyone. She's made it to Chesapeake, Virginia. I wonder if she's going to stop by and see her family that she claimed. We family. Remember that? Anyway, I don't even want to go there today. I don't even want that bad taste in my mouth. Never mind. But she's in, my shit's popping. Am I still here? Something just popped in my damn ear.
Yes, Savage.
I'm getting hacked.
Here.
Yeah, Boo-Boo the Fool classified every time. What?
Said you was popping.
What? Oh, I thought you were going to say I lost her. No, my ear, there was something popped in my daggone ear, and this mic is barely hanging on. I might have to go get me another mic over there on at the Dollar General. So his headset.
At the
I
Dollar
think I
General?
slammed it down so daggone much at the DG. At the DG, Crystal Saverin on the Fuel and Fire BHB done struck us. Oh, I know, I am. I was running on pure adrenaline last night. Y'all don't understand. I went through. It was the heat. It's the heat is getting the people. Even in the McDonald's back there in the kitchen, they were ready to throw down yesterday. It's the heat. Lord, we need a cool-off day because folks are losing their minds. It's making them crazy. And the heat will do it. I think that's what's wrong with her. She's been in the damn heat too much. Better get somewhere and lay down. She need to go somewhere and lay down. That's what she need to do.
All right.
Rest her neck. For real.
Let's get on with the show, damn it.
All right, Val, here we go. We're going in blind. I already got it timed out and everything.
He
So,
says that
you
we
know.
never get off our asses.
I thought I got
do
too
anything.
much.
Somebody
Damn
told me to
it.
lay down, I'd lay down. You know, that's a hard job sitting on your fat ass doing nothing. Go ahead.
Exactly, Jimmo.
Did I say that out loud?
Yes, he did.
My brain's
The heat is on.
Exactly. I mean, if you really look at it, it's really none of our business. We can only go by what law enforcement says. We can think of our own things, you know, as to what kind of damages, you know, what could have happened. But we don't know. We don't know what was in Katie's or Chris's or Seth's minds. Every interview I've watched, well, yeah, she thinks she is. Well, she claims she has a team, but the team that she used to have and used to go to all these, you know, she calls them protesting. I call them fucking inciting riots. Plain and simple, she incites riots. It's be them by herself or with somebody. You notice Olivia ain't there filming her. I think she got wise and said, screw it, you know, not gonna be a part of it no more. Dolly ain't over there. You notice how that, 3 months? Betty was stuck at home in Florida. It's too bad Karma wasn't still stuck to her car. Saying, I think she owed some money and she had to cough up one of her paychecks from YouTube, pay for the mechanic. That's my thought, my opinion. Anyways, if I get us sidetracked, there we go again, lady.
Uh-oh. Go on and take it. Just drink it on down, Val. Drink that monster right on down, girl. Get on over here with me. The ADD level.
Yes, she does, Teresa.
Get on the ADD level, honey.
She's not.
Look, I'm already losing my
Not as
voice. I've been
important
talking
as
too
she
damn much.
thinks.
Anyway, here we go, y'all. This was this morning. She's sitting in Chesapeake in front, getting ready to go in the gates at the Trump rally. She can't wait to see Donald. She can't wait to see Donald. Oh, Lord, you know. Go see him and go tell him what you're doing. What do you say? All right, here we go.
The NCP threatens the
I
search
take
team
that's what
on the civilian search.
Huh?
Yeah.
Ain't that what you do at
What'd you say?
rallies? Like the presidential rallies? Woo!
Oh yeah.
I don't know.
Woo! Yeah, like Ric Flair.
Woo!
Ain't damn,
I
she already
don't
halfway
know
look like Ric
enough.
Flair. Maybe she be doing the woo, woo.
And I don't have any at the moment. Sorry,
Limousine
dear.
riding,
I'm still not monetized.
jet flying.
Not
I'm the nature
not
boy.
anything yet, hun.
Ric Flair. Oh my God.
I wonder,
Here we go.
Yes, he did.
if
And I know for a fact he
no,
threatened.
no, wait a minute. Are those rallies like a concert? Like, do women get on men's shoulders and rip their shirts off and swing their bras over
I don't
their
know.
head? I'm just trying to
I've never
figure
been
it
to
out.
one. I've never been to one.
That giggle. I mean,
It would be fun.
Because, you know, if I go to one, I'm like down low, you know.
how can
You
anyone
Oh,
not
I know, right,
be
Tiffany? I'm
mad
gonna quit
when
the
I'm
woo.
listening to Savage
Woo.
about explaining
I got him
this
recorded giving idle threats about running me over with a car, trying to see if I'm in the. Look, I don't go on interstates. I go into neighborhoods and
No.
communities. I do streets, anything that's a public space, a public and
Daddy,
safe
shut up.
space.
Did you get ran
because
over?
Yeah, Eddie, shut up.
Did you get ran over? No, you didn't. But that is a law.
You were this crazy woman talking about somebody running over her, but she
Gosh.
jumped out of traffic. Move the traffic. You know what I'm waiting to see, Val? I hope she goes back and she sees Chris or Katie, and she just jumps out of the car when it's moving. She's gonna do a tuck and roll and then army crawl.
She's crazy. She's afraid she's
She's
gonna
almost
get
at
spooked
that.
up. Well, get out the road.
She's almost at that point. She's already jumping out in the middle of the street. I can't see what her next trick is. Bitch, you ain't Eminem. Sit down. You ain't no Houdini.
follow the law when I utilize that, right? It's one thing that they can't stop. It's literally ingrained in our Constitution. You know, like even these noise, when it comes to protest, like the noise ordinance, yeah, you can.
Look what she's wearing. She is all ready for old Big Daddy Trump. Look at her. Glory, look at her. Look, Glory.
Yes.
She's getting ready for Trump. Woo, she's going to be wet. I know what you're going to be wet with.
Educating
Some wet
us on our
because you got 2 layers
Constitution.
on.
And
And back seat, or no, it's front row Joes. I'm sorry, but I don't care who I support or don't support in the idea of political factions, but I would not want to be labeled as one of the front row Joes. I would want to have a little more important name. To me, that's I don't know. That's just me though. Whatever.
educating everybody on their Constitution.
Oh, God, yeah. Well, my thing
No, I'm
is,
sorry. Educating everybody on Betty's Constitution, because apparently
Right,
Betty's the only one that can
right.
have that freedom of speech.
Yeah.
She's the only one.
mhm.
Constitution of Betty.
East Coast, no, I don't know. No, I think he was live early at his house. That's what I saw. Oh, Lord, thank you, Alpha24, for the $100 super chat. Miss Sab split this with Miss Val. Yes, the best duo on YouTube. Love you. Thank you so much. Yes, we do. We do work as a team. We do work as a team. So, yes, I have to pay Val.
Shit.
Val gets.
Wish I could get paid, damn it.
I'm like that little man in Rocky. I'm over there in the corner with a hearing aid hanging out my ear, going,
Thank you so
When?
much, though, Alpha.
when,
I really
when?
appreciate that. Thank you. For real, though, say thank you, Val.
Yo, thank you. I'm over here.
Thank you so much. We appreciate that. We
Thank you
appreciate
so
all y'all
much.
for real just being here. Thank you. Thank you. That was a nice surprise. Appreciate that. All right, Betsy. Come on,
Betsy.
Betsy.
It's not
Look at
gonna
her, Betty. People want to hear what we got to say too.
Yeah, so we ain't just two idiots in a microphone that has no education.
Well, we are.
How you like them
We
apples?
are. We are two idiots in a mic. But she said nobody cared about what we had to say.
Yeah.
Mm-mm-mm.
I know
So
we're
true.
trash channels. We're
It's-
trash channels. We're this and that, you know. Well, evidently there's 962 people that are in here rolling and enjoying themselves. So I don't know. Maybe you need to
Me too,
change
Jim.
your channel all up, honey. Just saying.
water. It's not gonna.
And furthermore, Betty, you're welcome. You're welcome. You know how much views you got over there when I was sitting here reviewing you live, acting like a Tasmanian devil? You know they went all over there the next morning to see if you were going to act crazy again. So I was your billboard. So you're welcome. You're welcome. You're welcome. You wouldn't be nobody without these hate channels you claim over here. You wouldn't be nothing, girl.
Facts,
Face it.
Savage.
We make you,
Very
honey.
much facts.
You want us to go radio silence on you? You won't get no more views. Trust and believe. Ain't nobody gonna care if we don't talk about you. Just saying. You want us to go radio silent? You wouldn't want to black out. You really wouldn't want to black out in a ghost.
No.
You wouldn't be able to handle it. You'd be out there running down the street butt ass naked to get views.
It just dawned on me. I wouldn't care if we talked about her either.
Hey, Never Lose Hope. I said, hey, how you doing, baby? T-Pack coming in, member for 28 months. Don't forget your copay of the thumbs up or down to cover today's session. Thank you, T-Pack. Yes, just hit that thumbs up or a thumbs down. It doesn't matter. Either way.
And with don't even per se, I guess you might call it a political event. That'd be the 4th of July, when our founding fathers signed the Declaration of Independence. You know, if it wasn't for them, we wouldn't have something to go by. Betty wouldn't have something to try to claim, but she forgets that with constitutional rights also comes consequences. And what she is doing, there will be consequences that she'll have to face for her bullshit and lies. Hey, stuck in the system, welcome to the party. Yeah, I know, I'm covering that trashy hag, but I gotta do it through Savage or even Urge. All right, here we go again.
Hold water, and you just arrested somebody and violated their civil rights over a non-arrestable offense. And people keep saying that yesterday that I said something about how law enforcement, no, what I said yesterday about law enforcement not arresting me is they have to have a charge. I'm not breaking any laws. And if they choose to arrest me, then I haven't broken any laws. The civil suit would be massive. That's why
you have broke laws.
Do you know she's even told her, she's got her audience over there believing that she might have an air tag on her, because we over here said they might be air tags on them people's cars because you were chasing them up down the damn road. You can't keep taking our shit.
Nobody
Nobody tagging your ass. No one.
We don't
No
got
one.
to. We don't got to. You're on the air 24/7.
That right there, I believe 100% she put an air tag on their cars when she went by their house. Just so she knew where the hell they were. She was shopping in their town. They have a right to go shopping in their town. She is a stranger. It would be like me showing up there. I mean, my plate would prove, that I was an outsider. Yeah. This woman, I'm glad. That's why I picked Savage and Val, because I can laugh at the shit with them. That's the only way. Oh, Gemma, she got it. She gets all her shit. Yeah, her subs. The camera, almost $4,000 camera, was bought from her wedding registry, air quotes, and she's never used it. That was what, during her 3-month stay at home, finally got it, or maybe it was before that even, for all I know. Some of the other items on her gift list, not, she's not using them. Exactly. She sold it. And you know dang well that she probably got more, which from what I understand, according to Amazon laws and the IRS, that is tax evasion. Because she don't get charged taxes by from what I was told, is by doing a wedding registry, she don't have to pay taxes on it. Doing a regular gift list, there's taxes involved, to ship it, things like that. So by doing a wedding registry and someone buying buying, let's say, that camera for themselves, they had to pay taxes, but not Betty. It goes straight to her house, the duplicate of. So she's getting that as free. She didn't pay that money. Her sons or somebody bought that camera and they happened to be off of her list. They looked at her wedding registry list. They go and click on it. They go and buy that camera. They got the camera, and so did Betty, but Betty got it for free, and it don't cost her a freaking dime. It don't cost her a dime. So she got a $4,000 camera shipped to her for free, and she turned around and sold it. Yeah, she is. Well, and she stated that when she went after Mr. Bowersox. She stated that. Anyways, I better. But yeah,
They can't arrest you. You gotta actually break the law for them to arrest you.
I really don't.
I know, girl. She's either.
I'm not covering these
You
kids.
don't need an air tag, you idiot.
For money.
They keep saying I'm breaking laws here. I'm not. Posting flyers is not breaking laws. Walking on public property is not breaking laws. I do not break the law. Every single case I go to that they call the cops on me for and go real live trying to get me arrested for content. Haven't you noticed? Officers ain't arresting me.
I'm sorry,
Why
Betty, but it makes people a little uneasy when you're following people and they're watching you follow people. And they're like, oh my God, why is this woman following people? This is bizarre. And then they start to think, holy shit, that could be me one day. And then they think, is this legal?
Yeah. She's always the victim, always the Betty. I just showed where you were parked, and this man was in there getting him some Lance crackers in the Sam's Club, and you are coincidentally sitting in the parking lot where this man is, and then all of a sudden he come out to go home.
All right,
he come down the street to get to the stop sign to get to the other stoplight down there.
Don't be shy.
But he's stalking you. He had to come down that way to get to the damn stoplight, you fool. But you keep spinning your narrative like you're the victim. You're the victim. Honey, you were not the victim that day, and we proved it. You would have left after the cop left, right? Any normal person would have said, well, all right, I'm going to go on over here to cop. You still sat there. You sat there because you knew he was there, and you were waiting. You were just waiting. Yeah. Admit it. Admit it.
I think I keep coming in contact with officers after officers.
I don't understand how you can't, report on a case without, if you're truly a investigative journalist, you can't report on stuff without making people feel weird.
I know. Why can't you just be? Yeah, why can't you be normal? What is wrong with you? Just be normal. Brad, every time she lies, another hair falls out of her head. She gonna keep on. Somebody gonna have a trophy. That's all I gotta say with that little thing on the top there, right there, right there.
Have you thought about maybe I'm just not committing the crimes that they say I'm committing? Did that ever even run across the brain?
Well, you also say you don't do trauma, but yet you're out in the middle of the road screaming and carrying on in a park car, somebody in a parked car at a red light. But
yeah,
that's what I'm saying. Drama. That is what. I would think it would be. Oh my God, no! I say that is crazy. I just say that is unhinged. That is off the rocker. She is insane. Ooh, look, we saw a whole Betty spiral manic meltdown that day. For sure. Betty, go get in-house.
Aww. Well, I tried to squeeze in between, but I'm getting there. There's only my 4th or 5th live ever. So thank you, Josh, for the boost. Now Summer Wells case, I don't know. That's a tough one. I don't see me possibly, finding her. There's so much behind that case that it's just a lot. It is, Gemma. It really is. The Maya Kowalski case out of Florida, Jacksonville, Florida area, just is, just covering some of this. covering what got me into the kids part, I stumbled into it. And what happened is the only reason why I got into that is one, because of Children's Hospital. Okay. Because of my own dealings with Children's Hospital as a child myself. So yeah. Yes, I plan on working on that. Aw. I got a lot to learn yet, dear. I really do. I got a lot to learn on making videos and things like that. But children's hospitals, things like that, that's one reason why I even got into that. And all of a sudden, Audrey Cunningham case. Then the Maddie Soto and her fiance and the unborn child case hit in Texas, you know, and then of course Jennifer Soto and Riley. I mean, I couldn't cover. There's no way I could cover. Let me do something. Okay. All right. Let me turn this music down. It's driving me batty. All right. Covering those cases, you know, John Benet Ramsey, I lived in Denver when that happened. Chris Watts case, same. I was living in Denver when that all happened. Columbine High School, I was living in Denver metro area when that took place. And that's where me and my mom both said, no more Nancy Grace, because she got called out on it by the local newspapers and news. And she doubled down on fake fucking information. Okay. That's when Mom and I said, yeah. The Gannon stance, there was no way I could cover that. You know, I came into the Hive about the time that Zav Girl was getting chewed out about the autopsy photos. Okay. So there's so many creators out here, but there's so many that are not, they're not for the money. I'm here for the heart. You know, Betty claimed that she was all for, she loves that kid more than her own mama does, or her grandma. Now we don't know all the circumstances, behind all that. We know only what little bit that was put out there from the creators. There really wasn't any boots on the ground from, in a sense, our side, the side that said, we're here for truth. We're here for law enforcement. What they tell us. We only seen a lot of it, what the Betty, Justin Clutched and Pearls, aka Jaundice, is what y'all call him. I call him funeral makeup boy because that's what it looks like to me. I mean, how many guys do you know wear makeup? Well, there's tragedy pimps, there's trauma vultures like Brittany J, and like Smiley, Bull and Betty. She fits in that also, because if she could have got to Audrey Cunningham's place of recovery before the police, or at the time the police were recovering that little girl out of the water, she would have filmed it up close. Zab girl. Sorry, Zab. Yeah, I'm bringing up your fucking name too, bitch. Shame on you. Okay? What you did to that little boy and his family was disgusting. And I just barely came into this side. And when Emily Baker, who does not cover kids, well, exactly, Jima. You know, all right, hun. You know, it just was so gross. And what? I forget if it was that girl or if it was Justin, who zoomed in on the freaking car, trying to see inside the car where that other Soto girl and her fiance were murdered in the car. I'm glad they caught them. And justice for them. That little girl, Maddie, North Montgomery girl. Yeah, okay. Kylie's sorry, babe. All those ones that say, "Oh, she wasn't in the car," and blah blah blah. I think it was that person that said that. Sorry, but I don't believe a word of that shit. I believe that she was in that car. Who am I to say differently? Law enforcement, the coroner, family says, says that, it's too bad that happened. I watched a little bit of it, and I seen some of it not too long ago because that torch was spewing at the mouth. Okay. Well, yeah, Harmony Montgomery. I'm sorry, but as far as I'm concerned, CPS failed that little girl. Her mama, even though she was going through troubles, was trying to make her life right. She still is. And they gave that little girl to a known fucking violent criminal, father or not. Oh, gee. Sorry about that. Damn fireworks outside. Scared the crap out of me. It's too close to 4th of July. Anyways, all these kids, what did Harmony go through before all that? We don't know. Because as far as I know, Harmony her remains have not been found. I don't think they ever will, unfortunately, from the description in, as disgusting as it may be. And then we have Michael Monkey Vaughn. What, 3 years now? And guess who was in the middle of that shit? The one person that Savage and everybody's been covering, calling out her bullshit and her psychotic. I mean, I don't know what else you would call it. I mean, there's something wrong, wired wrong in that head of hers to do what she's doing back then all the way up to now. It's wrong. It is wrong on so many damn levels. It just makes me sick. It makes me sick. Allegedly, Betty claims she apologized to Brandy and Tyler. Now, considering she's never apologized for anybody else, I don't believe it. I really don't. She's never apologized. her and her little bunches come in like a wrecking crew, a huge wrecking ball, come through, trashed out the town, terrorized the neighbors and everything with fucking sound all damn night, like in Georgia. For what? She ain't gonna solve it any better than law enforcement, and law enforcement has more damn details. You're right. It's not our place. It's not our business to know. Law enforcement and the families, I mean, the little bit we learned from Chris and Katie when they visited the different panels, I'm not talking about the interviews. I'm talking about just stopping by, okay? Just stopping by and visiting. They were relaxed. They talked about Sebastian, his likes, his dislikes, things like that. You know, I'd much rather have an interview in a sense like that than have someone, you know, down in your face kind of crap. You know, you did this, you did that. Well, what about this? Well, you spanked him. Well, you know, he got popped one time for lying about Chris because he didn't get his way. Now, granted, I'm going by what Chris told us. But considering the paperwork that we have seen on both sides of that divorce, and marks on Sebastian's neck, exactly. Yes. Oh, a lot, you know, I have a Down syndrome daughter, so I get it. They're bullheaded. They can be very bullheaded. And then you add the fact that you got a little bit of me, kind of a bullheaded. I ain't gonna deny it. I can be a little bullheaded. My ex, her father, narcissistic. My ex, okay? Then you add the Down syndrome. Okay, in comparison to, in a sense, in comparison to Sebastian, okay? Sebastian has the deletion, chromosome deletion thing, okay? Whereas my daughter, hers is what they call trisomy 21 Down syndrome, okay? On her 21st chromosome, she has an extra leg on that particular chromosome. It's not minus a leg. She has an extra leg. That's why they call it trisomy 3. It's like when you look at if you look at genetics and they show them like in a cross, you know, in an X kind of form. My daughter has an extra leg on that. So if you look at an X and then add an extra leg to that X, that chromosome, okay, that's what my daughter has. Knock on wood. Okay. Hers, she didn't have the ear problems. She didn't have the heart, holes in the heart problems. You know, exactly. They do. Unfortunately, Seth wants to drag. I mean, everybody that's over there on that side just want to drag and blame Katie. I think he was lured out because the 12 hours of online, because, well, Katie and Chris don't allow him to be online. He can do whatever he wants at my house. His words, not mine. His words. I give him sleepy time tea. And I give him coffee to wake him up, and sleepy time tea to put him to sleep. What else are you adding to that? He accused Katie of drugging Sebastian. No proof, Seth. No proof at all. Unless you stating that is actually about yourself doing that. You know, yeah. And, with that in mind, but see, here's something, Dima. We don't know for sure if he didn't have shoes. How many kids have, they said that he was growing out of shoes. I don't think they literally grabbed and only had like 2 sets of shoes and didn't think about the others, and throwing them away. Okay. A lot of kids go and grab shoes, they could be hidden under clothes for all we know, or under the bed, He could have walked out with shoes on. We don't know. Everybody's assuming he went out barefoot in the middle of the damn night. And to be honest, if I'm just going to step out on my dang little front porch here to figure out what the heck is going on, I'm a 15-year-old boy. I'm not, but as an example, I hear a noise. Something's outside. Mom's asleep. Don't want to wake her up. The dogs are quiet. I'll just step out and take a look, find out what the hell's going on. Okay. He's 15. He's smart. Even for an autistic boy, he's smart. Those kids, I don't know if any of you ever watched the movie Rain Man. Okay. Well, yeah. Well, some of them even act like he's a 5-year-old, and he's not. Betty, he's not an invalid. You stupid bitch. Okay? He's not a baby. He's a 15-year-old boy who has a few special things about him. Exactly. They are. And he was, he was smart. You give him a ding box, I kind of felt bad for Dustin Hoffman to play that part because it was kind of based on a true story. And Tom Cruise to play the kind of rough, mean brother, younger brother. But as the movie got into it deeper, you got to see the smart side. And unfortunately, yes, in the movie, little brother used him to make money, that kind of thing. Unfortunately, yes, Rain Man, that was very heartbreaking. But if you look at him in the smart way, okay, he, in my opinion, there was a lot of smart about him. And that goes with any of them. Look at Tom Hanks in the movie. He was smarter than hell, but a little slow. But in what we would call slow, okay? But that didn't mean he was stupid. Yeah, he did. He really did in that movie. He's seen him in a different light, not just as a problem. And I guarantee you, Mom, as in relation to like Katie and Sebastian, there ain't no way she wanted to get rid of him, or Chris, or anybody fucking else. They need to stop with that. They do. They need to stop with that. It's just horrible. Anyways, my other thought, he did. And be honest with you, that's Tom Cruise. I liked him in Top Gun. I haven't seen Maverick yet, but when I heard he was part of Scientology, I was like, whoa. about cultish, that I ain't gonna deny that kind of freaked me out. You know, what the fuck? You know, my only fandom came from Top Gun. I would like to see, you know, I would like to see Maverick. Okay. I bawled when Goose died in Top Gun. Let me just put it that way. The aircraft carrier that they used, yeah, that they used, the two aircraft carriers that they did the movie from to use, to show it in that movie at that time. Yeah, I know it was a tearjerker. My ex-boyfriend, the guy I was dating at the time when Top Gun came out, a little sidebar here, kind of give you, when they were filming that, my ex was on the USS Carl Vinson. Okay. They set side, when you see shots, side shots of the aircraft carrier that they were flying off of, my ex-boyfriend pointed exactly, because he was on that ship when they were doing the filming, and because all they were doing mainly is getting that feel for ships taking off thing and coming back, landing on the ocean. The big huge generator, orange generator things that was on the ship that they plugged the jets into when they landed, charge them up or fuel them up. There's a tall, real skinny dude on one of the shots where they don't show you the actual name on the side of the ship. It's supposed to be the Enterprise, who's actually the USS Carl Vinson, sitting side by side for that movie. And that skinny dude, where it shows him hooking up to one of the planes and a helmet on, that was my ex-boyfriend. Because when he turns and he's like, nah, I had to look at him twice. I had to zoom in. I didn't. He's like, nah. He was just an extra. It wasn't part of the movie. He just happened to be an extra, because it was all hands on deck on both ships, because they actually were doing exercises at, out on the ocean. When they did some of that filming, it was all, out on the ocean doing actual exercises. And they wanted that as part of the film to kind of give the audience a feel of what these pilots are going through when they go to come land back in, and they gotta, and they say, call the ball, that's that hookup. Okay. Anyways, Tom Cruise goes bald over that. Yes, I'm big sympathetic. But back to what I was trying to go with is they didn't, the stories behind it, the stories behind what we hear, there's always going to be a little bit of truth in this craziness. There's always going to be a little truth in the craziness. And what are we most attracted to? Okay, here's kind of switching vibe here a bit. Just one person. All right. Let me bring this up. Oh, there we go. Yeah, I'm bringing her sorry ass up. Okay, if you look, just her lies alone, is everything. If she gets called out, it's everything that is opposite of what the truth people are saying. You know, yeah, well, she's wrong on this one, okay, where it says no sons of foul play. That was probably about the most factual thing I've heard or seen on anybody's thumbnails, because law enforcement said no signs of foul play. They searched both off, their home. They searched Seth. Seth said that they turned it upside down. But it's that cool picture, in Brittany. Yes, I'm going to point this out. This one right here, not picked up on a single camera. Law enforcement went back at night and checked. Not one of those cameras picked up their cars pulling in the damn driveway or any movement of people. Okay. That they checked that. They double checked it. They also went back to the house again, and at least, from what I understand, 2 times, and searched the house in and out. Miss Jules, the dog handler, didn't need to be in the fucking house. She stated, and I believe our little, our sweetheart, she even said that she's got that, yes, it was based on a real guy. And that was, coming back to these special, I call them God's special children. In whatever way they are, they're still God's special children. They didn't make them perfect for a reason. Same with my daughter. God must have felt that I could handle being the mother of that child with special needs. Exactly, Debbie. Exactly. They looked it over. In a sense, yeah. It's as if he just vanished. Yeah. He walked out on the porch barefoot, whether barefoot or socks on, or maybe even had, shoes that might have been under his bed that his mom didn't, mom and stepdad didn't know about. I mean, come on. Let's be serious. All these people that say, oh, I never did that. Oh, there's no way he could have just walked out the door. Well, yeah, he could have. He very well could have. And because the hours on end of not being monitored at his dad's, and being online, and allegedly with Uncle Taco, his remarks really bothered me. His remarks really bothered me. All the kids know me. Around my life and around the world know me as Uncle Taco. Kids. He didn't say everybody. He said kids. That gave me real bad, yeah. Now, this newest one it's funny how it wasn't too long after Clue and them got a blipboard up there in Chicago area, that all of a sudden, I don't know how they figured it out and why it took so long, but maybe it's because, in my thoughts, somebody's seen that blipboard. Somebody's seen Sebastian's face on that fucking blipboard there in Chicago area. We had him in all the other, in Texas and all the other states around here. When they got that one up there in Chicago area, all of a sudden someone said, whoa, wait a minute here. I've seen that kid before. That's the only thing I can figure. That is the only thing I can figure. And someone called it in and said, and the U.S. Marshals, and along with the town, they brought their search warrants, their arrest warrants, and they went and got him. If he's involved with Sebastian, I don't know. But one of the charges that states is, let me stop sharing that one. One of the what do you call it? Yeah, I was just looking at it. Brain fart. Let me find it up here. Shoot. I'm having brain lock here. Let's see, Matthew. Monk. I probably spelled it wrong. I did. Go figure. Just my luck. Let me. God, I cannot spell tonight. Give me a second. I'm having a brain fart. I guess I probably could have. Let's see. No. Dang it. Oh. Maybe this. There we go. Come on, load the demon. Don't give me no shit. All right. Let me load this up real quick. But it just. No, it just. All right. Slide that over here. Let me get it up on board here. All right. Don't you go getting stupid on me. Silly thing. I had it and then took it off, back off. Are you serious? Yes, I know. I already looked at this about 50 times. Stop it. This young man, 19, U.S. Marshals, they got the executing the arrest warrant on June 20th. Now, according to the thing, it said that they were bringing him home or back to Tennessee, Hendersonville itself. The part that bothered me the most is this one right here. Oh, let me highlight it here. That right there. Did it highlight in? Yeah. All right. That right there. That is the part that bothers me. All the other ones definitely bother me. Don't get me wrong. But that one, continuous, one count of continuous essay of a child. Now, who might it be? I don't know. I pray to God that it's not Sebastian. I pray to God that he's safe from things like this. It's funny that as soon as this guy got arrested, all of a sudden, Uncle Taco, all of a sudden Uncle Taco shows up. Give me just a half a second. Sorry about that. Neighbor girl knocked. I'm here. Anyways, yeah, I was muted briefly. Uh, Neighbor girl needed some waters real quick. So, anyways, you know, it's one thing, of all these others, the aggravated essay of a minor, solicitation of a minor, but that one count right there, that tells me, am I muted? I'm okay now, right? You can all hear me? I hope. Can you hear me? Teresa? Yeah, there. All right. Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now? All right. Hey, Marcy. Glad you stopped by. Anyways, back to what I was thinking is, this charge alone, continuous essay, that makes me wonder. They're shipping him from Illinois back to Hendersonville, people, to where Sebastian was last seen, last town he was seen. Did they possibly find Sebastian? And praying to God that he's very much alive. I really am. Do they know yet? Obviously, Seth don't know because he's still on panels yapping his jaws. But I don't think he will be for long. Be it him part of the problem, or maybe he knew of this guy. Maybe Uncle Taco did. I'm sorry, but if you watch the video where they're on the vault and Miss Taco is standing up and you can see the door behind her. Okay. They're in the bedroom. They are in a fucking bedroom. I think because when they pan around, that shows the dog laying on the bed. There's a skinny gal with the blue shirt, but the one that is allegedly Mrs. Taco is, in my opinion, in her own way, a beautiful lady. Okay, hair back, she's beautiful in her own way. I don't think. I don't know. I don't know what to think about her, but when she was standing there talking on the vault, I think it was the vault, or she's doing a lot of talking. Okay, if you watch behind her, Seth walks by, I'm guessing probably to go to the restroom. They're standing in the bedroom, one of the bedrooms. Now, was it Seth's? Was it Sebastian's? I don't know. I didn't look at the clothes that was hanging in the closet behind Taco Boy in detail to see if it was like kids or adult clothes. I try to watch for those things. Hey, shift happens. Thank you for stopping by, dear. And we got Seth walking by that door. I don't think he knew that she was there. And that was the night that Seth was not on panel like he was on in the on Brittany's channel late last night. and he got called out, or it was a plane call out that it actually was Taco, or that Seth was with him when they talked to T-Rev. My opinion, I think T-Rev already knew because Taco called T-Rev by his actual name, not T-Rev. When people call him, they call him T-Rev. This one knew his first name. So basically doxed him. Oh, yeah, not a problem, dear. Not a problem. I totally get it. And I'll probably be in here soon because we got neighbors that are setting off theirs over here too. One scared the bejesus out of me. Yeah, I don't know if this kid's involved with Sebastian, but I just find it coincidental. But I'm not into coincidence. Don't happen. I mean, it's like, let me see. I'm looking at something. Let me find it. Let me bring these up here. Post them in chat. It's like these here. These dates, no such thing as coincidence. Okay. June 26, 2008, they get married. Katie turns 18 in August, same year as their marriage. Sebastian is born in December of 2008. That's less than 9 months. Okay, that's obvious. A shotgun wedding, and the way Seth describes it, he was having more fun getting drunk. Yes, that helps. And Marcy, if you have any peppermint essential oils, hun, put that on your temples. That will help with the headache. May not help with the sound issue, but it might help with your headache. That's the only thing I can think of off the top of my head. But you know, I think that billboard that was placed around Chicago. Thank you, Cluminati and Cletus, for and those who donated to make that happen, make 22 boards happen. That his face, I think that board up in Chicago area is what triggered that. Oh, wait a minute here. I've seen this kid before. I think someone called in and said, and they had to get things in motion. This is what, maybe a month after that board was. Yeah. Okay. And it just happens to be, according to the article, that if I remember, and this is what he looks like. This is he's 19 years old. I mean, he could have been a victim, not just being one of the problems. He probably was, considering how young he is, I'd say he was a victim himself at some time or another. I mean, I could be totally wrong, but according to the article, it says that they announced on Wednesday, June 26th, that he is being currently extradited to Sumner County. Hendersonville Police Department encourages parents to closely monitor their children's use on social media platforms because of the cyber stalking, cyber predators, things like that. Okay. We don't know the details yet. They haven't said for sure 100%, but to go and extradite a person from one state to Hendersonville, Tennessee, okay, they must have enough evidence, in my opinion, whether it's connected to Sebastian or not. It may be another child, but that word continuous, a continuous with a minor. That tells me he's up in Illinois and they busted him. Not just arrest, but something else, even more. I could be wrong. I pray I'm not. You know, me too, Chima, me too. When I heard about it, it's like, I mean, I can only hope. And Seth don't want to admit that there's that chance that a predator could have been grooming his own son while he was at fucking work. I mean, he either he did originally, and then he turned around and changed it. Marcy got married the 26th. Because I looked it up and I found it. Yeah, they're in like 10 miles apart from each other. And that's really actually close, depending on subdivisions and how you get to them. I've been through Chicago area. It's milliseconds in a sense to get there. You know, it's like driving from, if you want to get technical, driving from Seth's job to Katie's home. Give or take the traffic. There's more traffic in Chicago area. Hey, Summer. Thank you for coming, dear. Yeah. I don't know. I pray to God that Sebastian's not part of that. But in the same sense, my gut says that there is a big time reason, because they haven't talked about any other child or complaints of anybody, any other child or teen. There's been nothing up until Sebastian disappeared in relation to anybody else, any other child. Granted, I know they got to kind of keep that quiet. Plus, they've got what they said, 15 or 16 that they finally have identified out of that 40-ish amount of people. Scooters. Hey. Thank you for coming, dear. Don't forget to smash the like and make sure you're on live chat, because even I had to put it on live chat. So many red flags. We know through Seth, with his interview with Coffendorfer, how old they were when they met, and how old he told her that you're going to be my wife. She was 14, he said. 14. He knew her mother in the situation and that poor child. Okay. I don't know the details. I don't want to know the details of what. All I know is Katie today is not Katie from yesteryear. She grew up. She got in the military to try to help her son medically, to be able to afford and get the medical. That's all that matters. And then we fast forward to now. Law enforcement says no foul play. At that time, they said. At that time. 2 items allegedly Seth is still not got back. That to me is a red flag. From what I understand, Chris and Katie got all their stuff back. Okay. So many red flags, dates that, 26. I think it was a shotgun wedding, Josh, because she was, I mean, you can't deny it. Calendars don't lie. Dates don't lie. She was, she was pregnant. Early stages, but she was pregnant because she would have had to have gotten pregnant they got married in June, latter part of June. She would have had to have been pregnant in April to be delivered well, 9 months would have put her about maybe latter part of April at conception. And then he was born in December. They got married after that. He talks about getting drunk. He talks about his wedding day. Life of the party, smash. Didn't just want to go home and just go to bed. Room was paid for by family. Okay, I guess if you're already living together, that's really no big deal. People don't look at it as nowadays when a man and a woman or any couple, no matter what type, what genders, okay. Most people in my opinion, only usually consummate on their wedding day. It kind of like seals that certificate. Okay. Me and my ex lived together. We still, it was way later, but we still, consummated it. And yeah, we were pretty damn shit faced. I was very pregnant with my daughter also at that time when we got married. I only had one. Both my children were by the same dad. So it's not like I didn't love him. I did love him. And it wasn't until later that I started waking up, started realizing everything I ever did was that it was my fault. My ex still points a finger at me. Not as vile and harsh but still. Okay. But these charges right here, 20 counts, but that last one is the one that disturbs me the most. That last little bit, one continuous count. That's what bothers me the most. And I pray to God it'd be 4 years older than Sebastian, if that is the case. As 18, I can imagine Sebastian wanting to be a friend too. I mean, he looks like a normal kid, in all reality. He would be someone I could totally picture, Sebastian probably hanging out with and doing games with. Any teenage, they're close enough in age, in my opinion, to, that I think Sebastian would have possibly buddied up to, become friends with 12 hours 12 hours a damn night when he's at his dad's, while dad's working, you know, free access to the internet, free access to the refrigerator, you know, come on. What team that doesn't dream about mom and dad the heck out of the house and out of town and having their own damn party? Can't tell me none of these other ones ever thought of that shit. They're liars if they say they didn't. At least think about it. Didn't say they did it, but just thinking of it. Okay. That's what that's what I'm thinking of. It's just thinking of it. So with that, and just some ways I hope it's not related. In other ways, I hope it is, and Sebastian has been found. And hopefully at least safe now. And maybe they don't know that, you know, I don't know. I just, I hope. My pressure for Sebastian, my thoughts are for Sebastian. Yes, I lean more towards the you know, the positive as to that Chris and Katie had nothing to do with it. And Betty, I'm gonna sidetrack a tad bit on that because of Betty's fucking mouth. Uh-oh. No problem, dear. No problem. You get some sleep, sweetheart. Well, I am too. I'm September, I'll be the big 6-0. So yeah, I can relate. But a little side note as to it's been 3 months, 4 months since Chris actively was on the crane. Okay. And with that in mind, they don't always 24/7 go up and down and, you know, move shit 24/7. Those guys are up in that damn crane all goddamn day in the box up there. Okay. In case they need someone to move something, instead of waiting for them to get, you know, be moved, get on the platform, go all the way up to their little cab where they operate shit. Okay. They're up there. I bet she forgot her night vision goggles to look and see if there was any bodies in those cranes. But it's the fact that we're looking at 3 or 4 months later. Is he still working at that particular Jude, you know, St. Jude's Hospital? You know, construction site? We don't know. He could have got moved to another site for all we know. We don't know. Okay? She don't know. So a lot of things has transpired between then, when the last comment was, which was April 25th, until now. All right. You know, sweet dreams, Jim. Thank you, dear. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, that's fine. You can drag them along with you. Those things have been debunked long before Betty even got into town. She 1000% stopped Mr. Bowersox. She can lie all she wants. Receipts prove that he was there doing shopping. He was not following her the fuck around. You know, exactly. It's not. They know exactly where they didn't go on a fucking vacation like everybody else. Well, let's see, a month later, they left for their own safety from the house because of the threats. And law enforcement knew where the heck they were going. They knew they weren't going to let, and for them to step over into, Alabama at a campground, or step over to Memphis at a campground, whatever the case may be. One, is none of our damn business. Two, stop stalking them. All of you. Carrie Lynn, get out of the dang parking lots, because you're starting to look like a damn lot lizard. You too, Betty, starting to look like a lot lizard. Well, I would say a lot more than 4 eggs short. Exactly, they do. LE knows exactly where everybody is. I'll guarantee you that. I guarantee that. In the recent, finding of those other kids, and also identifying the other kids, that they haven't got, they found them, but now identifying them. Okay. That kind of thing. Then now we got this. And allegedly a young girl, sometime or another, that allegedly, I'd only heard rumors. I cannot speak on that 100% because I'm not in Hendersonville, Tennessee, or in Sumner County. I have a few people that I've talked to, but it's like they said, they don't know for sure. It's allegedly said that a young girl had contact with this guy that they're bringing back, allegedly. But that word continuous is what really, really, really disturbs me. Does that mean that maybe Sebastian was up there with him, and they finally arrested him and saved? I don't know. I hope so, but I also hope that'll, if there is a connection, he's gonna need a lot of therapy. Yeah, I have no doubt who it probably was. I mean, you got Bonnie, the nosy neighbor around the corner that claims her kids were allowed to walk with the police and the dogs, which is crock shit. They're not going to allow that for safety of the team and also the safety of those kids nosing around the dogs. But I'm not gonna let that happen. And then you got Terry Lynn. She lives around that area. D-Rev and Michaela live around that area. It couldn't have been any one of those. I'm sure they'll figure it out. Well, I don't know. Right now, I don't think so, because I don't think Seth would have been on Brittany J's panel flapping his gums the way he has the last couple of nights. I don't think they would let us know till they made sure that everything was okay. Yeah. She's a whole hot mess. And the make-believe, neighbors. Hey, healing time. The make-believe neighbors calling up. The cousin allegedly from Florida calling up, allegedly Chris's cousin, Well, yeah, there's a lot of things that's tied back to Tony. There's a lot of things. Before Tony came around, there was a lot, for me, a lot of red flags that pointed at Seth. Going by his words, okay, just Seth's, nobody else's, just Seth's. He said he was under the camera while inside, but he didn't, and he was in the parking garage for most of the night. Okay. He didn't say he was under camera in the parking garage. Is there? When I think of parking garage, I think of where the cops park their cars. Okay. Yes. Okay. The Sally Port, which is, if you watch cops or, things like that, it shows them driving in with the person in the back of the car and they close the doors. Yeah, exactly. Law enforcement knows. Yeah, that too. Well, allegedly, okay. We're going by what he said. I wonder. I mean, I do. At the moment, I would say that they were at Seth's house, because on the vault, when they jumped on the vault panel, and Miss Taco was standing there with the door going out of the bedroom, Seth walked by. So they're at Seth's. I don't think they're from Oklahoma. I don't think they lived in Oklahoma. They may have lived in Oklahoma at one time, but aw, I'm sorry, Healing. Those night terrors, I bet, are just horrid. But I think they brought this guy in to try to distract. To me, in my opinion, I think Seth and this Mr. Taco are actually real brothers. Well, we assume Uncle Taco is in Oklahoma, just down the street, the way Uncle Taco described. But Tony also is not just lives in Oklahoma, but he also flies, whatever you call it, down to Texas also, because part of the business that he works at is in Texas. Oh, exactly. It is, Josh. That's what I think. Because all of a sudden, this kid gets arrested, and now all of a sudden, Uncle Taco decides he wants to be part of the party, and bouncing on all kinds of panels. Okay. Well, it's thank you for verifying that, Summer. I believe you. I do. They just, at the moment, I think they're in Clarksdale, whatever the hell you call it, with Seth. As of what, last night or night before, when they were up on the vault, Queenie, the vault. I think they're up on hers. Okay. I think they were there at Seth's house that night, because they were all sitting in the bedroom and Seth was out in the front room. But I seen him walk by when Mrs. Taco was standing up with her back towards the door. No, don't. People say, oh, they're stalking me. Well, if he wouldn't have put his number in Betty's fucking chat, God knows how many times, the whole world wouldn't know a damn number. Good grief. A Google number is one thing, but you're going to put your personal phone number out there. Yeah, no, that's okay. Yeah. But I just wanted to kind of touch on some of the little things. Brittany J's screwed up. The one letter I found, the most recent letter from Betty's own mother, throwing Betty under the bus October of last year, which in the beginning, if you look, it shows that where I read it out loud. Her own mother threw her under the bus. Aw, thank you. I try. I mean, my heart hurts for these kids. My heart hurts for any missing or child, and I plan on looking into a case that I come across of a mom who had some troubles. She was Native American and part of the Cree Nation in Montana, but somehow or another, she ended up in Washington, and she went to Walmart to go because she'd asked for, somebody could wire some money so she can get home for Halloween, take her kids trick or treating. Okay, and she disappeared. That was, I think, 2019 is when she disappeared. So yeah, I'm looking at covering a few of our First Nations people. Okay. I'm looking at checking some of those out because it's like Bartow said, there's so many and nobody's covering them. Nobody's, showing an effort to cover these missing, First Nations people, and all. And it's sad. Our indigenous, it's funny, I can spell it out with no problem, but, type it no problem, but spitting it out is another. But yeah, there's so many indigenous. Yes, Arctic Fox and Dutchie, they cover almost it doesn't matter what, but I think part of my heart as to our indigenous is I've always had an affinity for our Native Americans since I was a kid. Right now I have what they call a Barracachina. Yeah, Barracachina. And I have a Wolf Kachina. All are from one piece of wood. It's not like you go into some of these places and it's like their feet is glued on a platform type thing. Yeah, yeah, she definitely. Oh, neat. And seeing we have Wisdom Speaks from Dagos. But I enjoy her talk too. I love learning about their culture, and unfortunately, our governments shut them down and forced them to learn our ways. And it was not our right to force them to learn our ways. What we should have done is try to learn their ways and share our ways. The other reason why I'm kind of passionate about that side is my great-great-grandfather was one that was called, all of a sudden, while here in Utah, a little backstory on my family history. Brigham Young asked William Richard Lee if, because he was able to speak with some, all of a sudden he could understand what the Indians were saying. Instead of running them off and people scared that was in the little base, little encampment, with walls around them and everything. My great-great-grandfather is the one who actually great-great-great-grandfather is the one that also could understand them and spoke to them in their language and in English and shared that and was able to make in a sense, bond, like an interpreter back then, that was a big deal back then. And Brigham Young, because he was the one that kind of got them to work together and not be so scared of the Ute Indians, Paiute Indians, things like that. Brigham Young, the president of the church then, after Joseph Smith passed away, said, "This is your call. I'm assigning you this. This is your calling now." And he became what they call an Indian agent. He is the one that was able to speak to them. So that's kind of why my thoughts go towards a lot of our indigenous people. My connection to them in that respect, because of family history. My great-great-grandfather used to have an indigenous woman ride with him on the wagons because he was a freight, what they call a freighter. He had a team of 8 muleys and 2 big wagons that he would bring supplies from Utah up into Idaho, around, and then come back through Salt Lake and all that, and back down back to his hometown. And so she was the one that was able to cook for him, because great grandma, his wife, couldn't. She had other young'uns on the ranch that they had to take, she had to take care of. So he had one of the indigenous women who understood both my great-great-grandfather and her understood, language. His father taught him, okay? So it was like a mutual, thing. Whether they did anything on the side, I don't know. I don't care. That's, that's history. But that's part of my connection with my native side, I guess. I can't really say I have native blood, but I can definitely say that I have always felt like I've always had an affinity. Anyways, ladies and gents, it's getting late. Y'all are getting tired. I'm getting tired. I think we touched base on just about a little bit of everything. At the beginning of my live, I showed the letter that Betty's own mother threw her under the bus. At first I thought it was her pleading with the judge, in behalf of her daughter. No, she was not pleading on behalf of her daughter. She was threw her daughter under the bus. October 17th, 2023. So there you go. But I will bid you all a good night, and thank you so much for coming and hanging with me. All right, don't get silly on me, you stupid thing. Come on. There. Anyways, I would love that too, Josh. We all would. Those who really do care. We can't do a lot. We try. We at least get their face out there, like with the flyers that the states, and even those flyers that are not made, that should be made automatically, no matter what age. The Amber Alert for some, and then for the adult ones, a missing flyer. All of them need to be noticed. All of them need to be acknowledged. and not forgotten. You know, and the ones that are not forgetting are the ones, unfortunately, that keep putting like Summer Wells' face in that thing. They're not doing it for Summer Wells. They're doing it for clicks and views. I'm not going to do that. If I do, y'all kick me in the ass. I know I'll get my ass chewed. Let me put it that way. Be it by Summer or Earth. You know, somebody will chew my ass out if I go in and do that shit and not speak on them. You know. So yeah, I'm not going there. Yeah. You know, we remember those things, and I've got a gazillion videos in the year I've been online. And I swear I aged like 5 to 10 years in just a little over a year of being on this side. Just watching, you know. But anyways, my dears, I'm gonna let you go for the night. I love you dearly. And yes, I may toss that out, but it's a friendship love, not a love. We all don't know each other. We feel each other's hearts, you know, the good and the bad, you know, whoever's bad, whoever's good, you know, we sense these things. But it's those who are, you know, all right. Well, I'll probably be bouncing around here before too long. Probably find you in a few of them this summer. I usually don't get to sleep until a little later, anyways. Marcy, I hope your headache gets better. I really do. And I'm sorry you're going through that because I suffer from migraines from hell regularly. So I can relate. I don't wish those on anybody. Please don't forget to hit the like if you haven't clicked the like, or even the downer. I don't care. As long as it hits the algorithm. I know I got a ways to go before it hits the algorithm. But, aww. Yes. All right, my dears. Y'all have a wonderful night, and we'll see you. We'll see you tomorrow. Love you bunches all. See you tomorrow. See you out on the street somewhere. I know it's been a little late. Toodaloo. Aw, thanks. All right. Nighters, everybody. See you on these crazy streets. Stay safe. Don't get yourself in too much trouble. And well, and I'll try not to also. I'm sure I'll probably get flack from a few of those people out there that don't like us. Oh well. Toodaloo.